We're recording. All right, we'll just walk right over there. We'll just go with the flip there. Awesome. All right.
That was smooth.
And we're back again. This is awesome. That was soon. We got Stratts and Bruce. Taylor Flavel's here. And I'm Stratts, of course. Taylor, thank you so much for being here. Like, this is awesome. Like, I was so excited to see you. It's been a long time. We haven't seen each other in years. And seeing you here was fucking great. And then the fact that you're just here on the Stratocast, just fucking even better. I'm just super pumped.
I'm stoked too, man. I got here early, so I got to hang out with Mama
Season
Stratts.
X.
Got to hang out with Mama Stratts and get to talk Season X and hopefully everything else. I mean, I don't know if everyone can see right now, but there's a fucking bong in front of me.
Yeah,
we
massive
bong.
I guess we'll just get out of the room. We'll take a hoot. I mean, weed is legalized, and we're taking a hoot on the Stratocast.
Yeah, no kidding.
Since the last cast, I think, yeah, weed got legalized.
Yeah,
if I'm
exactly.
correct, right?
I think it was the legalization date when we did it. Was it
well,
October 17th?
it was like I think 2 days after.
before.
We did on the 14th.
So you guys are holding like Sober October super strong, hey?
No, it's October right now. We just had a hoot.
Oh yeah, I mean like yeah.
The whole Sober October episodes were pretty much about how we fucked up a little bit and like
we broke
and like what our new like regiments are going to be towards the whole new thing. So for me, it's like weekend smoking.
Totally.
It's like it's going to be a more disciplined thing.
It's the life in moderation.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely, because like I've noticed a lot of stuff just go downhill once I started smoking. I'm reaching for like a giant box of candy.
Dude,
I'm like,
seriously.
I just don't want to do as much stuff. I'm trying to get more involved in my work instead of more of my exercise. So there's like definitely benefits and counterbalances, but like it's tough. I think it's definitely wait until the end of the night, very end of the night.
Yeah,
very
I agree, man. It's like, okay, if the small part of being an adult is I can only get high at night, fuck.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's an okay way of living.
yeah.
Right?
It's a good trade-off.
It's just if we can fully thrive like everyone else that can smoke whenever the fuck they want, whenever. Then why don't we just stay within our limits, right? And
Yeah.
that I have my glasses on because I've been smoking weed all day. And I'm just gonna portray myself in a light where, hey, I look all right with some glasses on, and we're celebrating today.
We're celebrating.
I haven't seen you motherfuckers in ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
it was
nice.
probably Cactus Club where I just stopped by because I also applied for a job one day at Cactus Club and I saw you and I was like, "What up?" And that was about it.
Yeah,
Didn't happen, huh?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did go. Yeah,
Didn't go through.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, it's let's
not big a
let's
deal.
water under the bridge.
We want to talk about Season X.
Yeah.
If we're gonna talk about Season X, it's kind of like the same story of your guys' like applications, right? Like it was a pretty subpar experience, but
I had a great time.
Season X was my funnest year of all.
That's
time.
awesome.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie,
It was
man.
a year for fun, man.
For me, yeah. Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
Well,
Bruce.
like I was like a really late walk-on, right? I had just moved back from Calgary. I had like an 8-month stint in Calgary. I lived with my girlfriend, and then like I was coming back. I was gonna play Redmond, but I didn't really know what the fuck was going on in my life.
Yeah.
And like I'm living with my best friend. He's playing Raiders. I'm like, I'm probably not good enough to play Raiders. Plot twist: everyone left. Right? Year the year before that, every single one left.
God.
So there's a lot of room on the roster, and man, my first couple weeks of practice, I was just getting roasted.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I was just like, okay, this is a group with people I could get better with, and holy shit, do these guys like to have fun.
It was super funny because we went to main camp in Port Alberni.
Yeah.
And I think that was the last time they actually have done something like that.
Yeah.
So we went there. I had a great time. Like I had so much fun doing that, being a rookie and going through the whole experience.
Yeah.
And then after I came through that, on the way back, I got like a text that Bruce was like, "I'm playing." And I'm like, "You weren't even here. You didn't even go through the shit."
Both my seasons, I missed both main camps.
Dude.
It's so lucky.
You know what? I think you guys are giving yourself enough credit. You guys balled the fuck out that year.
Oh, dude, I'm
You
gonna
guys
give myself
balled
credit
you guys-
right now.
You guys balled the fuck out that year. And
My first rep in main camp, I'm like, okay, I'm like fat, soft kid, softest baby shit. Straight out of high school, wasn't gonna play, but then Huggy's like, you should probably play. And I'm like,
To play some left
I'm
tackle.
like, you're right, my life's a joke, I should play. And then Yanda, who's way better than me, is like, yo, I'm injured, I got like my torn ACL. And
what
I'm,
a fucking beauty too.
Yanda's
Yeah,
a
shout out
beauty.
Yanda.
Shout out to
Shout
Yanda.
out to
Big
Yanda.
Love
time.
Yanda. He
Big
just
time.
won. He just beat the Rams. He just beat the VI playing as the Rams.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
R.I.P.
I
VI.
mean,
Shout
fuck
out to
you,
Yanda.
Yanda.
So I
guess,
love
but-
Yanda. So he got
Love
injured,
you.
and then I'm like, so I guess I'm playing left tackle as a rookie. So then I go there, like first play, I remember going up against Ash Gaia, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
Ash is a
Gaia.
freak, man.
Free,
I'm like-
all Canadian that year.
Right?
Shout out Ash.
So I'm like, okay, Ash Gaia, we're going up together, like first play, like I'm a rookie, we're practicing. I'm like, okay, so ready, go, boom, boom, boom. I pancake his ass, and I'm like, how that happened. I just everybody was pumped, so like that really set a tone for the whole main camp.
Man, playing against good players, you only get better.
Yeah, do you remember that main camp? It was so fun.
You know what?
And skit night?
I don't remember a lot.
Because you're so high.
Like, man. Fuck, and this is going to be a very honest podcast.
I didn't smoke any weed those days.
Like, I smoked a lot of weed while I played. I never smoked before games, let's be honest. Unless it was the night before.
Yeah.
But, like, even case, so, I guess. If we're gonna talk about Season X, let's start about the fucking core of Season X. The year before, we went to Nationals. We were like a sub 500 team, but we won like, it was something like fucking stupid, like 9 or 8 games in a row, and I was injured for the whole fucking ride. It was shit. That was shit, man. Like it was garbage. I was like. And whatever it was, we had the fucking team for it. But I was injured. The ride was a little bit fucking, the ride was a little bit different than usual. Okay, yeah. We were sub 500 and we went to fucking Nationals, man. It was an amazing team. It was we had some 5th years that were fucking amazing. Ariel Fabro got hurt in the BCFC awesome. Championship, and that was a huge loss. And we had the Cole Bishops, and we had Cole Sampson, and we had Nigel Henry in his first year. And
that was his first year?
Yeah, and honestly, man, shout out Jaden Marwick, man. Like, we fucking had some ballers. Some absolute ballers. And it was kind of a 3-quarterback system. We had some ballers at every position. Running back, same fucking thing. Dillion. We had.
You guys were just deep, hey?
We were just fucking deep across the board. And then we lost to Regina by the biggest margin of all time.
Oh, wow.
My best friend, who's the fucking best football player I've ever seen play, Mitch Thompson, who played for Regina. He played for the Regina Thunder. They beat us 40-something to fucking whatever.
It was just a blowout.
It was not good. It was the biggest blowout in CJFL history.
Fuck.
And it was so to go from that, and honestly, guys, like, the transition was my first 2 years. One of the years we were the highest scoring team in CJFL history. We had fucking all Canadians across the board, and then we transition into, we are still in a national championship, but we lose at that degree, and then we lose our coach of 9 years.
Yeah.
Who recruited all these players.
Yeah,
and then
must have been trippy.
Well, like you guys said, we lost fucking critical players. Jordan Kuziak.
We
lost Dylan Trott.
Yeah.
Shout out to fucking Dylan Trott.
Yeah,
that guy is a
Dylan Trott's
fucking animal, still balling the fuck out.
Nice.
We lost him, man, and we lost every quarterback that we had the year before. But
it's okay, because next year, Liam O'Brien came along.
Buddy. Baller.
Yeah.
The whale.
Baller.
The whale.
Yeah.
He's one of my best friends. I love that guy to death.
I wish
he was my best friend.
And you know what?
I wish.
He all-Canadian the next year.
Yeah.
So that's balling.
Yeah,
and we had Marshall Cook all-Canadian. We had
Ash and Quentin Bowles, and then we had Nathan Warwaugh too.
Dude. And
they're all ballers.
We had Michael Rashad breaking fucking records across the board.
Yeah,
Rashad was a monster.
My favorite game of that season, just to jump ahead a little bit into it, is so we played Langley to open that season.
Yes, we did.
We lost against them in pretty convincing fashion.
Yeah.
We played against them, and it was them and the Okie were supposed to be the best teams. They had this impossible defensive front.
Yeah.
A rookie kicker returner, Beckerleg, that could take it in the house. A beast running back in Nathan Lund.
Yeah.
And man, we were playing at Cali. Like, we were playing at home. We were like, this isn't going to be the same thing. Yeah. And Rashad had that record-breaking game of, I can't remember. It was some fucking crazy over 350 all-purpose yards.
Yeah, dude. He might have had, over 400. Yeah, because he did some shit.
What did you do in that game, Flav? I was worried about me.
Honestly, I have no fucking idea.
What?
I have no fucking clue. Honestly, that motherfucker went off.
Yeah,
and that's all I'll remember from that game.
It's man.
Honestly,
fuck yeah.
Dude, that's... And I'm going to say this right now. That year made me a different type of mentality of player.
Yeah.
It was less about me and it was more about the team because...
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Dude, you fucking see... And, I'm not going to blame anyone for leaving. The guy who recruited us all left.
Mm-hmm.
It was... The vibe was kind of fucking torn apart.
Yeah.
And it was... I wanted to be a part of the shitty transition, and that's a tough role to play because you're you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
You have to be a part of a rebuild.
Do you guys throw F-bombs heavily on here?
Go
Fuck
everything.
Dude,
Fuck
honestly,
it.
I'm gonna fucking throw down tonight. So,
Throw down the X, baby.
So, maybe if I'm gonna, pump my own tires a little bit, it was where I transitioned into more of a leader and not more of like, I'm thinking about fucking stats. So we talk about that game. I just think about fucking Michael Rashad every time.
Yeah, no
that's
doubt,
so
man.
fucking cool. And,
It was such a balling game.
And even that year, I think about the times I had with so many good fucking dudes. You know?
Yeah, we did have some good times.
Yeah, you lived right behind us, and you were a regular face
Yeah,
around this
crazy.
house.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were up in Varsity Way, and I lived across from Mebs. I lived with my girlfriend, and we lived with my brother. And
Nice little
it was just
tight-knit
like
community.
Harewood's my fucking home.
Harewood's
Yeah,
and then
man.
even
We love
driving in here
Harewood.
today, I'm like, oh, this is so euphoric.
Do you live in
like,
Harewood?
No, not anymore.
Heartbreaking.
Dude,
We're gonna move
I
soon.
hate it.
This
I
is the
friggin'
last
hate it.
podcast that's gonna be like on this deck in this house right now. This is probably
I'm
the
so
last
fucking-
one.
No,
Dude,
we'll come back, dude. We'll come
Weed
back and break
legalization.
in.
Break in.
Last
Break the
podcast
law.
in the house. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm
what
blessed-
a Stratocast we
blessed.
have.
Blessed. And honestly, I was gonna say as well, I fucking love the cast, boys. Like,
Thank you, man.
Listening to Bulls the other day, it's like I don't know him very well. I know his brother very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a well-spoken motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a really smart guy. And you guys, I
thought
love. I've always loved the way you guys think.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see you guys have this creative outlet. So
Yeah, well,
Fucking
it was
awesome.
it was nice to see Stratts started up. Like, Stratts just anchored the way. It was like one of those things for my friend and Logan. Like, we were all talk, but at the time I was traveling for work. So, like, for me to really, like, get any foundations in any sort of project was, like, kind of difficult, right? So Stratts just took the initiative to buy all the equipment and, like, truly pursue his creativity. And it's like, we've all benefited from greatly, and the whole goal of the thing is for the community to benefit from it greatly. So someone benefit like yourself to listen to it and benefit from that, and other people to be on it too. And that's where it's a whole other depth of bringing the community we want to have for the thing together.
Because the way I see it, you're gonna be on the podcast. Obviously, you've already seen a few episodes, and that's awesome. But after this, if you didn't, if you were on it, you'd probably watch that episode.
did.
You know what I mean? And then you maybe watch, and then you become a viewer instead of just a guest. You're also a viewer for like a loyal viewer.
For sure.
That's a cool idea.
And what I love too is like you're bringing the homies on. Like
homies?
you're like even met Dana the other day. Like I've known her, whatever.
Yeah.
She's a fucking cool person. Bull's cool person.
I'd love to have
And-
Bulls on the Quentin on the Stratocast.
Dude.
Quentin was up.
Yeah.
No,
awesome.
Parker on the last one.
Yeah,
is what I'm
Parker
saying.
on the
Is absolute,
Stratocast prior.
Episode 5.
absolute beauty. But we were kind of talking before, like Coach Stevenson, man.
He's a badass.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's such a
that,
good one.
That inside look, man. Like I'm gonna pump Saskatchewan's tires. Shout out Sask.
Okay.
Like, it's football heavy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
really
then getting the inside look on a program that I've seen an outside look of and respect from an outside look, and see that man talk, and it gives me fucking goosebumps even talking
That's
about
way
it right
legit,
now, man.
man.
Like I have the utmost respect for the program. I have
Nice.
the utmost respect for a guy I've never even met, but you guys are built like you guys run through fucking walls in Barsby.
Yeah.
It's
Like
a tough school.
Like how are your bodies post fucking a full Barsby
watch
career, and then like
Yeah.
That's what
you
hurt the
know,
most.
Yeah.
like you guys grinded. You guys
Yeah.
had morning practices, like.
Well,
it's
you know
fucking
what?
crazy.
The great thing about Barsby is I came out lucky. I came out really lucky. I rolled a lot of ankles.
Yeah.
And my ankles were weak coming out of there. And I rolled some more ankles when I played football for the Raiders. I was
Yeah.
like, really, my ankles were destroyed that whole season.
trash.
Yeah. And that was the only thing that really happened to me during my football career.
Yeah.
And then I hurt myself with my back really bad with my first job. But despite that, what football did was I was like always really overweight and shit, like in an unhealthy point. But it always like I was always super. We were pushed to the limit every day in like leadership, and then I practice.
Leadership's fucking cool.
Leadership's
I'm not gonna
insane.
lie, man.
Leadership's
I'm not
like
gonna
where,
lie.
Leadership's where the program is built.
Yeah.
And
leadership's
that's
set.
like that's something that takes it to the next level. It's a football workout.
Yeah, people go
Like,
there, they fucking
and
throw up.
You get a credit. So if you can get a credit through something, you can afford to go to fucking morning practice. So it's a system. and it's systems in place, and those guys know what they're fucking doing.
Yeah, it's stuff like that.
I'll
Stuff
send
like
my kids
practice.
to fucking bars meeting. You
Definitely.
guys better believe
It's
that.
the way
You
to
guys
go.
better fucking believe that.
Well, things like morning practice and then leadership and how hard they work you, it just it instills a work ethic so fucking deep and so fucking hard that when you take it to your next job and you work your ass off and you'll do anything, you're like, I'll do anything.
No,
and then you do it, and then when you're trying to do something like lose weight, you fucking work your ass off to do it.
And I was pumping your tires earlier, you guys. Like, look at you fuckers. Like, life after lineman life, that's tough. I had to maintain that weight that whole time and, like, getting bashed every single play. You guys are absolutely thriving, and I knew you guys were those guys, but you're using your creative outlets, like I said, and, like, you guys are fucking doing amazing right now.
Thank you.
And we're all trying. Everyone's trying.
Everyone's trying.
But it's motivating to people you don't know it's motivating.
Yeah, I hope people just like, yeah,
dude,
exactly.
Like
that's awesome.
you don't know who you're motivating. You motivate the fuck out of me, you guys.
Cheers,
Like,
bro.
that's dope.
awesome.
It's
I
like
mean,
it's super dope. But what was your fucking funniest Raiders story?
Okay, well, it kind of goes. I had this one prepared. It kind of goes back to the what was the funniest thing like creation that whole year, and that was the party house. And it was like Trevor Pellin and all Dustin Ham and all those boys took like the responsibility of having the house that was gonna get fucked.
That house was
like straight up.
That's such a fucking
the
liability too. Like we've seen that in the past.
Yeah.
There was a Dundas house. There was a there's always that
I've
party
fallen
house.
through walls
And
drunk, so it
dude,
just shows the damage. I
like
can do.
I'm not gonna damage the program to talk about anything, but it's like
We get fucked up after.
Like fuck, man. It's when you mix like, okay, what are we? 17 to 22.
Yeah,
17 to 22.
Yeah, I guess it was 17, 18.
What girls are coming to the party?
17.
Like 17.
17 to 22.
Yeah.
That's not a good mix, man. Like, and
No,
it's just like you
it's
mix
not.
that and like a bunch of big dudes fired up after dehydrating themselves all fucking day. Like, we don't need that shit. And we're in Harewood. There's some in there right here.
Yeah, no kidding. Those parties were intense, but like to go off of what the actual story was, is those boys I was talking about. Like, I'm like, man, cleaning up must suck after those things. And he was like, dude, when we started cleaning up, we went to the last room. It was the bathroom, and he's like, the bathtub was filled about this much with something, and like we don't know what the fuck it was or something. But he's like, we didn't. It's still there.
Oh, no.
It's still there. It was like the Wednesday after the Saturday night, right? So it was just like, it's Wednesday and it's still there. I'm losing my mind. I'm going high pitch voice. It's
no one
crazy.
showered in 3 days. No one wants to stick their hand in it.
The only bathroom in the house, right?
The worst would be if it's like there's not a plug in there. It's just like it's just plugged.
It's just, we don't know why. It won't drain.
It's just
It
plugged.
won't drain.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
one
fuck.
day, the next
someone
party,
has to do
someone opens the door.
something. Someone has to stick their fucking hand in there. That's it.
There's
Yeah.
lots of funny stories. I remember like that main camp for me, like skit night was legendary personally.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Ridgeway, we had all these like first time coaches.
They're just getting high the whole time, hey?
Dude.
They were just they were like safety meeting. They would do a safety meeting after every skit and just
I
get
was
baked.
getting high with coaches.
I wish I was.
Like,
I didn't bring any weed to that
dude,
whole thing because I thought it was like strict as fuck, fuck.
But it was so loose because like some of them were first time coaches and fucking a lot of them were great coaches. Like
I love Ridgeway to death.
Botel coached some all Canadians. That's crazy.
Botel was the shit.
And we had Ridgeway who, man, he tried his fucking darndest, man.
Yeah.
And I
thought he was a good coach. I thought he had something good going.
across the board, I have nothing negative to say about it.
Yeah.
It was just a shit show because it was, it's a transition.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
transitions are hard to make in this league.
It was a total rebuild, dude.
And he just
Like-
got blamed for like everything.
it
I
was-
just thought it was bullshit.
No, he tried to take on everything.
Yeah,
and
okay.
and that's the tough thing because that's what we do. That's what we do as competitive motherfuckers. Like,
Just
nah,
as people.
we're stubborn. We're like, no, fuck it. We're gonna tackle this all, and you kind of have to. You gotta loosen the reins a little bit.
What do you think he? So in your opinion, what do you think he did to take on too much?
Like, he wouldn't lean on his coaching staff as much as he should have, and that's just the outside perspective.
Well, being a
like,
rookie, I'm kind of ignorant to the thing, right? Like it's
Dude,
all like
yeah,
going from
I get-
high
yeah,
school.
yeah, like,
so,
I guess
so, like
I-
you saying this is
dude,
pretty like it's interesting.
I
yeah.
mean, like, so I was
third year, right?
So
You were really-
in my
fourth year.
third year,
For season X. Season
Oh,
X.
fourth,
fourth
fourth.
year.
4, 5, I was a 3-year captain out of my 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that
like
was,
I had
sick.
a good inside perspective, like, because it was honest, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like I know these guys very well. These are some of my best friends still. So I'm not gonna spill all the juicy details, but we talked about some fucking crazy shit, and we talked about some serious shit when it's like your opinion fucking matters to the program, and
that's deep responsibility.
With great power. Great responsibility.
Very important.
That's why we
dropping Batman like that,
dude. Guys.
Control the
guys. That's how we became friends. Fucking superheroes.
Oh because they're the best,
dude. Absolutely, because
they're the best thing ever.
Like if we're gonna talk about it, like that's where we became real close. We're like, fuck, that's where we connected, boys.
Yeah, we just getting.
We love comic books. These boys love comic books.
I fucking love them.
We do.
The transition was tough, and I commend every single person that stayed, who had been there for as long as they did. Like, Dylan Chapdelaine could have left, Ash Guyot could have left, like, some serious ballers could have left.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's to
leave.
stick it out in your 5th year, man, when like your back's against the wall, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Oh my god!
Didn't some people sit a season? Like Kuz had to sit to leave, right?
Both of them had to sit.
Kuz and Strat.
Kuz and Strat had to sit, and
that's a big decision.
You know what?
Yeah.
For their personal growth, it was amazing. Because those guys are so successful, and I will never wrong anyone for choosing what they truly want to do.
Yeah, man. No, you can't, like, it's always easier to judge other people's decisions when they're not your decisions, right?
Totally. Taylor got baked his whole fucking football career. Well, I'm not gonna fucking dwell on that, guys.
That's just who you are.
Like, you guys cut your football career short. You're not gonna dwell on that either, because if we get caught up in that shit, life's not gonna be fun at all.
Yeah,
we're just gonna be dragging ass our whole life.
I miss it sometimes, right?
We miss it.
Yeah,
but we can give back to the game.
That's why we play flag.
What did the game, dude? That's it. Yeah, we're just trying to flex that.
That's a fun. I'm not even kidding you. The flag football league is my NFL. The Toads picked up an L today. Heartbreaking.
Yeah, we caught an L too, and like I'm as competitive. I fucking hate losing. I absolutely I'm like, damn it. When I lose, I'm like, fuck, like high five. I'll hug everyone. I'm chirpy as fuck on the field. Still, I'm an asshole. Still, you guys know, like
high fives and hugs.
I wish I could have played you last week.
I'm a super nice guy, but like I'm fucking so competitive. I hate losing. I fucking hate it. So. Yeah, flag's tough, but it's not to flex that muscle.
There was 3 plays.
There
was 3 plays last week where they had me man cover you. They're like, you got to play for these next 3 plays. And I know. And they never threw the ball because I fake blitzing outside because I was just like, no one can know.
I hate flags sometimes. And
that's
like,
so funny.
how are your bodies, boys?
Okay, I was gonna get into, my ankles are fine. My back's fucked because of a work injury, and because I lifted a giant box just because I thought I was so strong and awesome because I just came out of this 10-year football career.
Yeah.
But that fucked me up. But otherwise, because of it, it made me get healthy. I lost a bunch of weight, and it makes me feel better. I was in so much pain at one point, and I was just super just work hard as fuck to make myself out of that pain.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of football.
Totally. Yeah. And I mean, not banging every day, it kind of helps to recover, and
because you're constantly recovering, and the football season, it's like, fuck, I gotta patch this up in this ice. God damn it, it hurts.
Boys, don't you feel like you could play football again and be a little bit better? If we could restart it, and I'm not a dweller. I'm not a dweller at all, but I'm like, my body feels good, man.
Yeah.
My body feels really good, and to have that time off, it's nice that it's over. It was nice that we got to take all these amazing qualities from football.
Definitely.
But it's nice to get back into feeling good again.
Well, I had no idea how fun this flag thing would be when I started.
Dude.
Well, it's fucking awesome.
Well, it's fun, but I'm old as fuck, so I got CBD cream all over everywhere. I'm fucking rubbing it here. I'm okay.
There. I feel like I didn't play that hard for some reason. I didn't even break a sweat.
Are you guys playing O-line or what the fuck?
I'm playing linebacker.
I'm O-line.
What's up, Dad?
I suck at defense, so they don't throw me on defense because I'm so bad at grabbing the flags.
Oh my god, I'm terrible at it. I'm a fucking liability.
I'm terrible at it.
I'm a liability. And they think because I can run fast on offense that
you should be
that I can backpedal and cover someone as fast. Fuck no, man. I've never done that in my life.
Yeah,
I played halfback once in a spring league football game, and It was just like they were just fucking trying it out. It was stupid as hell.
And this didn't work.
Yeah, and
this whole defense thing.
And he's a running back. And he's a running back.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're a sick running back. I loved like the playing with you and Ash and all those boys, Marshall and Chappie. It was a privilege to play with those guys for that one rookie season of mine.
Yeah,
it was fucking dope.
Man.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
We didn't put ourselves at like your guys' level. Like you guys were fucking ballers.
Yeah, you guys were ballers.
Right?
Dude,
and
like, I hope Taylor can do something to win this game.
No, dude. Like, thank you for saying that, but no, like, come on. I was a better leader than I was fucking putting up.
I always thought you were the shit.
I thought you were the shit too. I'm like, I trusted you more than probably anyone for some reason too.
I
trust this guy. He's got
and
it.
like I said, season X, it was like I wanted to be a good leader.
Yeah.
And before I really just wanted to fucking put up some statistics, and I wanted to be the starting running back, but I fucking love this. Like this is
life.
Like I love this. Like we made these connections, and we like that makes me feel good about the mentality switch in season X and moving forward into my fifth and final year.
Switch.
Yeah,
like, man, it's like it makes me feel good about myself. I got to make these connections with you guys, and I got like everyone. I feel like I'm great friends with everyone I played with.
Yeah, no,
there's no one that I could say I fucking hate. There's no one.
That's awesome.
Which is, dude, we played on like 60 plus rosters.
Mm-hmm.
If you could like 60 fucking plus people, that's crazy. Especially the diverse personalities is like, it's really nice that these long lasting relationships have lasted this long, I guess.
Yeah, no, that is good.
No doubt.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck,
dude. Honestly, intermission. Let's look at this book. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to back.
Yo, no, have a hoot. I don't know if it's empty or not. I was gonna say I could reload it.
Look at the book.
Have a hoot. I'll tap it out right now. I wanted to talk about main camp a little more. 'Cause I just wanted to talk about my funniest thing was just that main camp. I just had so much fun.
Okay.
Fucking. Do you remember me singing?
Dude,
Total
honestly,
Eclipse of the Heart.
I'm telling you,
You made all the rookies sing.
I don't fucking remember
anything.
a lot of
You're
shit.
too baked, bro.
Like, dude, a lot.
Okay, now let's use one from the book.
Main camp safety meetings were relevant as fuck.
What about Ash and Chappie bus ride?
Okay.
What's
So
that?
I wrote that down, but I think it happened the Nationals here.
Well, then we can't use that.
Oh,
for
we can't use that.
season. Get that out of here.
But guys, like, that was such a good one. That was like almost in every skit that they played.
Not mine. I was like, boom, roasted.
Okay.
Michael Scott. It was legendary. Come on.
Okay. So if we're gonna talk about
You
skit
don't remember
night,
anything, bastard.
okay, do you want? I'm gonna tell my funniest story. It's my first fucking bus ride.
Yeah.
And
bus rides are fucking
guys,
fun.
this is what made me fucking love Coach Snoop. The guy was just
Okay, I
the
never met him.
most charismatic dude in the world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my sexy telephone voice for this story.
Okay.
So
ASMR.
he pulls over. He gets the bus to pull over. He's like, hops on the mic. He's like, "Hey, so we're just about to get to the ferry, guys. We're gonna pull over for a quick little piss stop and a beverage drinking contest, but the first person to jump in the water naked gets $20." And I was fucking taking this opportunity as a rookie to flex my fucking muscle.
I feel that.
And
hard.
I'm not gonna say I have the biggest fucking horn on the block, but I was ready to win $20 as a rookie who has no fucking money and ready to win a competition that I thought the boys would fucking love. Yeah. So,
no doubt,
dude, before he even finished, like he said, sprint naked, and I was fucking like, buck cheddar, and I was like deep in the bus, dude. Like I scaled over.
Did the clothes come off first?
Dude, the clothes were coming off every fucking cooler I hopped over.
That's so
I'm not joking.
funny.
Like I was just like, boom, boom.
That's so funny.
And Coach Snoop had to fucking get out of the way, and Ariel Fabro's fucking chasing me. Chasing me. And then as soon as we get out of the bus, motherfucker says, "You have to go 15 and come back." Well, I just played a football game, motherfucker. Like, I leg cramped 5 yards into the goddamn swim, and it's cold as fuck. So, I was like, what the fuck? Fab beat me because he's a goddamn mermaid. Yeah. That motherfucker can swim so well. He's beautiful as well.
Yeah.
yeah, it was crazy.
That's a funny
man.
story.
It was
hilarious.
awesome. I won $20.
Do you remember when we went when we lost to Oakley, got the shit kicked out of us? And
Wait, when?
Yeah, no
it was
kidding.
Season
God
X.
damn.
Season
Yeah,
X.
was
the
it?
first time. The first time, I believe.
Yeah.
When we
They were
we
on the
traveled
road
there.
They were
we traveled
fucking
there.
good that
Yeah,
year.
they were
though.
good.
They were
They were
so
traveled there.
fucking good that
Okay,
year.
but on the
man.
way back, you were like, "All right, boys, like that was rough, but we lose together, we booze together," and I was like,
Dude.
"Fuck yeah,
Dude.
And then we stopped at a liquor store, and
Boys.
we're like, "Yeah, get your things, do whatever you gotta do," and then we were meeting back with the rest of the team and the coaches at Boston Pizza,
Yeah.
and then we got there, and Ridgeway is like, "Where the fuck were you?" And
Oh my
just tore a
God.
strip into all you motherfuckers.
Dude.
He's like, "Rookie's like off.
Dude.
Everyone else,
I heard about this.
stay
I wasn't
here."
there for that game.
Dude, he
Oh,
came
dude.
fucking unglued. He came fucking unglued. And like,
How late? What could have you guys possibly like 10, 15 minutes?
dude,
Well, like maybe like
come
20,
on,
25,
like,
half
like,
hour.
A
Even.
lot of people get
There's-
liquor.
Did we lose that game?
Yeah, you got
we-
destroyed.
yeah, we
You got
lost.
demolished.
What the fuck was he worried about?
Yeah, fair
Losing
enough.
the game, man.
Yeah,
and
fair
honestly, if we're gonna talk about that shit, they were trying to fire him like week 6 or 7. They
Really?
before the bye week.
Yeah,
going
fuck, you must be under
into-
so much stress,
Dude, like-
fuck me,
Dude, like,
Fuck.
yeah, you like maybe not everyone knew about that. They're
Yeah.
fucking plotting his fucking demise by going into the bye week.
That would've been really-
and
I
that's
would've loved
that's
like
a lot
that.
of shit to fucking deal with as a player. That's a lot of shit to deal with as
That's
a
why I
coach.
didn't play the next year.
In my exit meeting with him before he got asked to leave, I love him. It's shit that he had to have the departure that he had.
Yeah.
I fucking love that guy, man. Like
I love him.
I hate that he had
He's
to
the
get
best.
get it the way he had it.
In
and it's
our
just
exit
like,
meeting, he said he was gonna stay.
Yeah, we were like me and Bruce
He-
like had an exit meeting
dude,
together.
I knew he was going. And he didn't know he was going.
Oh,
and we,
what?
Are you serious?
I knew he was going. He didn't know he was going. And we were in our exit meeting, and I
Wow.
told him, I was like,
wow,
dude, they were plotting your fucking demise
wow,
at the bye week. They were trying to fire you at the bye week. And he was just like,
wow.
I kind of figured.
Wow.
He's, dude, just a professional, though. Like,
Wow.
you know what? When he, I
Wow.
guarantee when he had,
Fuck, sorry.
dude, no, I know. It's just like, you don't know unless you,
That's
yeah.
heavy.
And I'm not fucking like,
is
I'm
heavy,
not
man.
saying like, oh yeah, I had the inside look. It's like, it's just shit I had to deal
Yeah,
with
no, yeah.
while also being a player. So I feel like,
Was like he came
know?
from the CFL, man. Like he had a plan to like really like teach these younger kids and like bring them up and hopefully like send them off into the next level of football. Hopefully, right? That was he really
that was
wanted to
always
do.
his plan.
Right?
And he recruited some fucking beauties.
Yeah.
Josh Paisley.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Paisley's beauty.
Come fucking on. That guy's an absolute animal.
Yeah,
And
Paisley was the shit.
just like, I think I wrote it down, man. Who
Let's go to the book.
who are the fucking rookies that year?
Well, us.
You know what?
Yeah.
You absolute studs.
Struce. Okay, so that's
yeah.
it.
That's all.
Well, like
needed to be
even
there.
Liam was a rookie. I didn't write down rookies.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
Liam
think.
O'Brien. Yeah,
I
he's
can
alright.
name you a few.
He's okay.
I can name you a few decent rookies. Who do we have here?
I mean, Travis Novak was a rookie that year.
Oh my god.
Yander Yana was a rookie.
Yander was a
this year,
rookie.
and he was
Boys,
fucking
those
awesome.
guys are absolute animals. I
I
fucking love those
dude.
guys.
You have no idea how much we love those boys.
They're fucking beauties.
Yeah.
Like Travis, one of my favorite people.
Fuck yeah,
like,
dude.
But
Shout
like,
out
you
to Novak.
But
Shout
you
out to
guys
Novak.
know I'm a Regina lover.
Yeah,
I love
no
those
kidding.
Regina boys.
Yeah, dude.
When they
Yeah.
come out here, there's a special piece of my heart.
Like that was one of the best times of my life because it was me and Bruce were living here. He came
Yeah.
back from home. He had a rough time, but then we just found like new best friends in Yanda and Travis.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
Travis was in my skit crew. Like that, they were in my skit crew in the main camp. And
That's a good draft.
yeah.
That's
was
a good
he was,
skit
he
draft.
Was definitely a
Tell
good
us about
draft.
your
Dude,
skits, dude.
what pick was he in the skit draft? What were you? Were you
I was
one?
like the last pick.
What
And
the
I was like,
Value,
well,
value,
and I was
man.
Dude.
like, and
That's
the
how you win
captains-
a skit
check this
night.
out.
That's
The
how you win a
captains-
fucking skit night.
The captains of the skit new were guys that I grew up with my whole life, Ryan Decker and Dexter Shea. And like, you didn't pick me till the end. You're jokes.
Yeah.
jokes.
You're like,
Shots
fuck
like,
you.
I'm gonna make him pay.
You're like,
Yeah.
you obviously
So,
don't know
I was
anything
the, so
about
I was
me.
the best part of that whole skit night, and basically the entire main camp. I won that main camp.
Dude, yeah, friggin' right. Hey, shout out Stratts.
Stratocast.
man,
You heard it.
Stratocast.
You heard it. And but what happened was,
Slave doesn't remember shit.
Yeah, dude, I won't remember this podcast
all-
after all the weed we smoke.
at all the team meals, that they would always make a rookie sing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm actually so ready for this. I practiced my song for like a week beforehand.
Come
Did,
on.
like,
I was ready.
That's
I was
so
like-
afraid. He was like
Yeah.
headphones on, just fucking blaring.
I was ready for this.
Dude,
and then when
I'm
they called on
stoked
me,
about that.
and like
that makes me feel good about like what what skit night does to everyone.
It does something.
It makes you fucking buy in, man.
Yeah.
It's all a part of the process.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to sound like we just shave dicks into dudes' heads and fucking like...
That happens.
Dude, it does happen. And I want to get into the curse of the dickhead later, but so just remind me, I'm big.
But what happened was, where was I? So, my song.
Singing the song.
So, like, what happened was everybody's like, when they pick their song, like, I don't know what to sing, and then like, okay, I'll sing this, and then they do, and they do all right, and then everybody starts applauding, and they're like, okay, I'm done, fuck. But I was doing it, I was doing a great job, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah, you're the shit, sit down, you're the shit. And I'm like, no, not sitting down, I got a whole song.
You're like,
got a whole
fuck
song.
everyone, I'm gonna go
I practiced this, so you're gonna sit and fucking watch and enjoy.
Buddy, I wish I remembered that.
Right?
Fuck, I'm such an idiot. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
so the effects
like,
of marijuana on your brain.
Is it always marijuana?
But
like,
all the rookies
I was
had
a
their
fucking
mattresses deflated.
175
People were pissed.
pounds playing fucking a game where we bang, right?
Yeah.
Like,
no shit.
and I played that way the whole time, and I relied on just like kind of, you know, a style of play, not working too hard in the gym. And like, honestly, I was just I like living life. You know, I like to
that's
you
why
know
I love
I
it.
like to travel. It's not all about smoking weed. I just don't hang out in the crib. I'm getting out. I'm going and doing shit. I'm camping every other weekend.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
I'm just trying to enjoy life. And I think moving out here and coming from Saskatchewan, it's just a little different. I just
Definitely.
feel a part of something out here, and it's
Everybody
kinda,
says that.
it's changed my mentality. And yeah, I watched your guys' cast the other day. You talked about it a little bit. Bowles has a good perspective. It's very similar to myself.
That's
Myself. Jesus Christ. Do you want to hand me the bong, man?
Dude, you got to do the last one I had was awesome.
Yeah,
you got to hit this. Yeah,
This
it's
thing's
great.
massive.
Yeah, the bong was good.
But, like-
sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, just like, it's super cool to live in Canada. How do you guys
It's
think
great.
it's gonna affect like
Gotta fix my camera.
all of this athletics? Like, are athletics gonna be allowed to?
They've already been doing it.
Like, you can't-
basically, so it
well,
won't change anything.
No, I mean, like, yeah, I know, but in CIS, you can lose.
smoke weed now?
No, I mean, you can lose a national championship ring if you get tested at the nationals and you're positive. Like, your program loses the ring if a couple of people are positive. It's
Really?
like,
That's crazy.
how's it going to change now that it's legal?
I don't know.
And,
I
like-
don't know how it is with athletics. It's stupid because when they did the WADA testing, when we had to do it, they were like already prefaced that they classify marijuana as not a performance-enhancing drug. So it's like now that it's
not.
So, which it's all like
It's not. It's like playing with deflated football. Shout out the Patriots. Like, it's not a fucking advantage.
Yeah.
Dude.
I was
It's not
kind of-
at all.
I was kind of against the legalization of weed anyway, because I feel like there's all this like bureaucracy and like red tape and all these like things that they're just gonna use against us later if we do sports or if we go for a job or if we do anything that we want to do. They'll be like, oh, you smoke weed? I get you can, but you actually can't for this.
Yeah.
So you're fucked.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
they're just gonna use it against us, or they're
Yeah.
gonna like. I just think it's all bullshit. And I feel like in a year,
Yeah.
once if Justin Trudeau isn't prime minister, the next guy's gonna be like, okay, so we're gonna go back to the way before.
Well-
and now we have a database of everybody that's bought weed in the dispensaries and all these other
Sure,
things.
hope not, but yeah.
I don't know. It
Are
just
you guys
seems
gonna
silly.
buy weed from a dealer or from?
I will not. I've never walked into a dispensary before, basically.
Well, I fucking I go there when I'm lazy and I don't want to like hang out.
No, I've
but
never- I've never-
I'm
I've never
gonna,
really
I'm
been-
gonna
I've been
support
to, like,
my
one
dealer,
with a
man,
friend, that's
because
it.
I feel like they're gonna close all these things soon.
I've never bought
I don't.
from
I'm
them.
not educated on the topic. I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot.
No,
but
it's all good.
it's-
It's just your 2 cents as a stoner.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm gonna stick with my dealer because it looks a little bit more expensive on the other end, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
And
Yeah, but like, what are they
kinda
putting in it? Because like I know
My
like,
dealer?
No, the
No,
government.
no.
Oh yeah, Manila.
Because like
You talking about Manila?
No, because like,
Manila's got the good
no, I
stuff.
trust those people, but like I
No.
don't trust the government because I know
miss
what
you,
they do. I know
motherfucker.
what they do for facts.
Yeah,
I know what they
for
put in.
sure.
Like I know what they put in water. I know what they put in our food.
Yeah.
I know what they
Yeah.
put in like fucking everything.
Yeah, that's it.
The cigarettes, that things and shit like that. All of it. I don't know.
that-
It
Yeah.
just seems like horse shit.
When I look at that whole thing, it's just like, what do they do to our food? What do we do? What do they do to our water?
Our water.
And so it's like, okay, well, if they're willing to do that, then they're definitely willing to do that,
Yeah,
right?
they just-
But,
They do anything.
But you know, like I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and my thing.
Dude, yeah,
Thank you.
we could go down the rabbit hole for sure. They
yeah.
should do all that because taxing a fucking $1 billion industry. Of course they're gonna try and tap into it.
No, I mean like pesticides and stuff.
No, and no, I know that, but they're doing that, and then it's also manipulating, right? Like, honestly, now just more people are gonna smoke weed. I hope they don't abuse it like we have in the past, or maybe we are today, but we're fucking celebrating hanging out.
We
man.
are celebrating.
We honestly
this
haven't
is a
seen each other in
celebration
a fucking long time, so I'm gonna get after it a little quick.
Get after
Yeah, we
it,
never
dog.
hung out as much as we did in the season, and then afterwards, apparently you were telling Bruce that we should hang out, because he played 2 seasons, and what I was going to say is, the reason I didn't play that last season is because the way they treated Ridgeway through that whole process, and like, I was super pumped about him.
Loyal motherfuckers.
Man, I was loyal as fuck.
That's it. The Barsby,
And you know what? I was
Cats
thinking-
are so loyal.
I was thinking about even...
That's why I love you, motherfuckers.
Right?
So loyal, and I love loyalty, man. It's a. Not a lot of people have that thing, you know.
I was even
and
thinking about being
sticking
loyal
it
to
through.
Coach Khan, our nemesis. And I was like, okay, we got Khan.
He's dope,
okay,
too.
I'm like, okay, you know what? Okay, I'll sign on board for Khan. And then I was like, okay, we're doing it for like a couple weeks. And then he's like, yeah, I'm not the coach anymore either. And I'm like, okay, I don't know about this.
So
and I got the
my
fuck out of
fifth
there.
year was kind of like my fucking 4th year. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I got the fuck out of there.
dude, the 4th year was fun.
The fourth year was-
we
yeah.
had so much fun.
4th year was fun.
We had so much fun. And
I was glad I stopped when I
and
did, though.
I'm not gonna take credit for, you know, win or lose we booze. That was a Cole Sampson quote.
Okay.
From the year before that we were
obviously.
we were on the
It's a
bus.
lineage, man.
And it was almost, dude. And that's the cool thing about the Raiders. This shit is tradition across the board.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I hate that my boys lost yesterday.
Yeah,
man.
that was
my heart hurts for them. I
Want this, Bruce?
Yeah.
I coached a little bit this year, and I've loved those boys. Like,
Oh, you did coach this year?
a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
Just like, man, work got a little busy and got a little crazy.
It happens, man.
Dude,
I
life
feel you.
is a little crazy, and coaching's a lot of fucking work.
Coaching is so much work. I see it. I film it at the games and stuff. I haven't been able to make it to the practices because I work, but I have been to the practices before the season actually started.
Yeah.
But now I only do the games.
Yeah.
And I just see how much fucking work everybody's putting in, and not everybody has the time, but they try to
Dude.
make it out, and just holy fuck.
The
it's tough.
emotional aspect of it is kind of, I think, is the most tasking. Like, it's, I'm very, like, I'm tied to people's emotions, and if I care about people, I'll take it. Like, so, like, dude, you're in control of who makes the bus and who doesn't, and you see
Straight
people get injured, and you see, you know, losses that, like, shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Coaching's a different perspective.
I was up in the booth for
totally-
the first
totally
time
different.
ever in my entire, you know, playing career, and I got to see a totally different aspect of the game where it's more of a chess match now, instead of like you're going out and you're balling out. You kind of,
It's a lot more methodical.
You see it in a different aspect, and it's really cool. It's
Yeah.
really cool. I love coaching. I took so much
So
from
why
it.
weren't you able to coach this year?
I did it for a couple of weeks, and just I took on a new role at work. And, And
career,
honestly, that I had to prioritize something that was.
They're tough decisions to make, man. They're tough decisions for a lot of young athletes because I think their support system, like for me personally, my support system always heavily pushed me to football.
Yeah.
So like when I told my mom I wasn't going to play football anymore, she's like really disappointed.
So was my
and,
mom.
And,
So
and
was
that's
my
how
mom.
everyone's parents are, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, it's hard because you have to make that decision against the people that love you. You have to like take some Gary Vee advice and
Yeah.
do what's right for you.
Yeah, I remember when I did it.
You know,
yeah,
you
totally.
played through all your 5 years, and you probably had an opportunity to play some CIS. And maybe was your mom looking forward to that, or what?
Oh man, the hometown pressure was there every single year.
Yeah.
Go back home?
dude. So
Yeah.
my first year, I did go back home. I went home and I spent an off season where I thought I was actually not going to play football. So I tore my MCL the week before our first playoff game.
That sucks.
And it was shit, and I've never been injured before, so I didn't know how to deal with the psychology of being an athlete and bouncing back from something you don't know if you're going to play the same way again. And me and my girlfriend actually did end up moving back. I got remotivated. I fucking worked my ass off.
man.
And it's just like, man, like
So how'd you do it?
Like,
What went off in you?
I just, you know,
realize he's not a pussy.
No, you love the game too much.
Yeah.
You guys
that's
know,
the
like you love the game too much, and
Yeah.
and going home, I realized how much I fucking love this place. So
It is amazing.
whether I was
Look at this.
coming back to play football or not,
Very
it was
nice.
like I'm friggin' coming back for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
the island's happy to have good people in the community, and we know you're one of them, bro.
I love it, man. And giving back into the community is so important to me. So any opportunity that you guys have for me, let me know. Because like maybe
Love to have you back whenever.
Hey, maybe I'm shouting out Barsby so much because I want to get involved. Because
Dude,
I honestly fucking.
Dude,
love
they would
everything
love you.
and
Hey, massage?
hey,
Listen to me.
you might get some CBD on your head because but I think minor sports on the island is going in such a good direction, and I want to be a part of that.
Well, dude,
so,
oh man, that's
any
so funny that you say
opportunity,
that. It's
any
so awesome you say
opportunity.
that. Because like filming them right now, I can't be a coach.
No.
I can't coach.
No,
I
and
can't.
honestly, right now, this podcast, I'm probably a year away from fucking ever being able for a kid to take me seriously. So.
It's not true. It's not true because you know what? They need like the semi-professional kind of like perspective.
They need
view,
youth. They need
attitude.
youth in the
they
coaching
need youth,
program.
and they
right
need young
now,
guys,
man.
and they need young guys that can be leaders.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And what it is right now is I've been filming them, and that's the way I can contribute creatively.
Yeah.
Because I can't coach. I just know I can't. And I see a lot, obviously, and there's such a good program. There's some really good talent there. The team is
So
awesome,
good, man.
and the team is like just the small numbers.
Yeah.
But also, there's just like not that many coaches there. Like a lot of the time, it's just been Rob and Larry, and they're the only guys that you know, right? And that's like it. That's the only people that have been like traveling with the team and a few times, and it's just been like they really feel that lack of coaching. And Larry is not 100% health wise, so it's just so tasking on his part, and I just feel so bad for everybody. And I'm like, I can't coach these guys because I got a camera, but I do my best. Like I feel more a part of the team every week, right?
Yeah.
But like they would love just more coaches, and they would really feel your just presence.
The grassroots is so important. The grassroots is so important, man. And you know what? Shout out Saskatoon Hilltops. They've been doing it for 50 years. They fucking win every single year.
Yeah, it's awesome when they're the shit, right?
That stability.
Barsby was always a football factory for the Raiders, right?
Yeah. It's that stability is really important, and what the boys are doing over there is important. And
I just hope
maybe it's selfish to want to be a part of that, but fuck. Isn't it cool to be a part of that if you can, do something and give back at least a little bit? And I think the community part is the biggest thing for me. I love being a part of the community, and this is my new home that I'm going to spend the rest of my life. And I really want to give back because I love, as much as I love Regina, I can't do it from afar.
Of course not.
I'm ready to start that here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
and
dude.
that's why I tried to coach a little bit this year. I got a little bit busy and
like, oh man, like seeing the stuff that they're like coaching and they preach, like in the locker rooms, on the field, and all that stuff. It's just like so like applicable to a lot of life shit that that I've been going through and that we've all been going through lately. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And when you see it, it's just like fuck that. Like some shit just hits so fucking hard.
Absolutely.
And I'm making a video right now. When they played, they just played Argyle on Friday, and Coach had probably just the best pregame speech in the locker room I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, man.
And I was just loving it so much, and I recorded the whole thing.
Okay, wait, is that the last video you posted about it?
It's in my laptop right now.
Oh, okay.
I
But he
finished it.
posted a piece of it on Instagram, right?
Yeah,
I uploaded
dude,
a piece of it on Instagram.
Chills. I had fucking chills.
Dude,
it was
like
crazy.
It's like 10 times as long.
That guy's
though.
a legend, man.
Dude,
it's
yeah.
crazy.
Just wait till you see this video. It's gonna
crazy.
make people fucking people are gonna explode emotionally. I'm very excited about it.
I'm exploding right now. I'm exploding right now, guys.
I'm very excited about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's gonna be really good, and I think all the alumni that see it are just gonna fucking lose their minds. Yeah. He's the shit.
Yeah,
but people like you would be just so appreciated. Just more people everywhere. If I got more players involved and they wanted to join the team because they see the videos, and people that want to coach and shit like that. It's just that's what I want.
If I'm being honest, all my best friends are from Barsby.
Right?
Literally.
Shit.
You guys are so sick.
We are 6 foot.
Shout out Barsby.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Barsby.
It was
It's this
really
Harewood, man. Harewood's the shit.
Harewood's an awesome community.
Harewood feels like home.
And you know what? It is home
North
to me.
End Regina.
I lived here
North End
for 10
Regina
years.
feels like Harewood to me, and this feels like home to me. And like I said, rolling up was fucking sweet.
Yeah,
It's
no
nice to
kidding.
be home. Look at this weather.
It's
bro.
amazing.
Was there a good party house in Harewood?
Dude, the Dundas house.
The Dundas
house.
Oh, just down the road over
Yeah,
there.
it was Dylan Schrott, Alex Shackleton, Ash Guyett, and Hayden Mebs'
cool.
house.
Cool.
That's a bumping house.
Mavs, fuck.
Was that your one?
Boys, and I lived fucking face to face with my girlfriend and my humble little lifestyle.
That's awesome.
Because like honestly, little bit of a different life I live right now, man. Like I'm kind of I'm on the single train. I'm just like living life. Yeah, like we're just hanging out. Hey, we could fucking hang out.
Let's hang out.
I'm not gay or anything, but we can hang out. But
so busy.
If I hang out with
me too.
I'm
like
in
if you want to
trouble,
grab
man.
some coffee, let's get after some coffee.
Mornings,
because
we don't
hang out
time
enough.
that I have. Yeah, we definitely
I'm
should.
all
For
about
sure.
coffee.
But honestly, yeah, face to face
Who
with this
isn't?
house, I went to fucking 0 of the parties. I went
No.
to none of them. That's how like that was
girlfriend?
dude.
This guy's your girlfriend.
No, because of my girlfriend. I would never blame that. I was living my fucking life.
Fair enough.
I was just doing.
Who was pounding at your door like every night? till
Every
3
night,
a.m.?
fucking Mebsy just kicking in the door, unless he had like alternative motives, you know. He's after it. But that house was lit. Like we would hear it on our bedroom fucking window, pound like our fucking windows going, and like
that's awesome.
It was a buddy of mine's mom's house that they leased to them. It was just like it was a fucking gong show. Like we had to rebuild fences.
Oh, that's awesome. I ripped a fence apart during one of the parties. I remember that.
Like full countertops like burnt, like just like I've never seen a collection of more bottles, and it's just like
was it at least organized?
Guys,
they're all rinsed. Were they rinsed?
The CJFL life is just so different, and anyone who's watching this who hasn't done it, it's just like it's kind of like being in a fraternity mixed with like playing some really fucking fun football.
It's a family thing,
you know, and it was a big time family thing because the island's so friendly and it's so cozy, and
all the guys are so friendly most of the time. Like jeez Louise.
It attracts a certain type of personality, and it's all walks of life, but we're all kind of we're all here for a reason, right? So
no doubt.
It was cool. It was a cool season. It's fucking destructive and crazy and unorganized and like. Yeah, like
we had some good games.
I like winning national championships. I like
we had some moral victories.
We got after it, and I made a fucking ton of cool friends, and it was my favorite season. So as crazy.
It was the best season I ever played. I mean, I loved high school, but that was just the most fun I ever had during football in my whole life.
For sure, it was super fun.
Do you remember after we lost our playoff game on the way back, we traveled through the night because our bus broke down?
Oh yeah, that was the worst ever. Hey,
so to top off,
didn't the tire explode?
Yeah, the tire just blew up.
We were like on the side of the highway for like 3 hours,
and we were like. Oh, this is the worst part about the whole thing. The bus broke down and we had to move all of our bags outside, right? Everyone got so fucking depression drunk and stoned because of like
I was getting introspective. I was like, yeah, I do have my 5th year coming up. Like even when we lost, we had this is so shit. This is so shit because I cried with some of my 5th years. I fucking love those boys. I love Mebsy. Mebsy's my fucking best friend in the entire world.
Yeah, Mebsy.
I cried with those boys, but even then, I looked at D-Rod. I'm like, we got next year, baby. Like, let's go. Like, and so that night I wasn't as sad as I was in my 5th year when I felt the exact same thing that those boys went through, and that's shit that I kind of treat it that way, but that's how I felt, and it's an honest fucking podcast that you guys are running here.
Yeah.
So,
well, I remember that game, man. Ash Guy, I've never seen a football player at that level play the way he did.
Ash is a beast.
He was dominating defensively. I think he got 4 sacks, and then like we got hurt at O-line. And like flat out, they just needed to win the game, so they had him going 2 ways. Right?
Guys,
he played left. He played beside me the whole time. And then he played defense, and I was on offense, and he went to left tackle.
Yeah,
and he was like, just working
for like
his ass
2
off.
quarters of football.
That shit was garbage. You know what? Sorry to cut you off, but you know what I remember? The first play, them going on offense. Yeah. Them scoring a fucking 75-yard.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
Yeah,
I don't have good memory like that with games.
In that game.
Oh, that's.
I remember.
That does suck.
Fuck, man. I'm not calling anyone out, and maybe my memory's a little fucked up.
Okay,
but it was. I'm pretty sure Dubes. Do you remember Dubes?
Dubinsky.
Dubes. I remember
Dubes tried to go for a pick, and he was a yard short, and fucking they took it to
I
the
think
crib.
you know what, that kind of jogs my memory.
Yeah, that's how we started off the game, and man, like.
That sucks.
When you're playing against a team that you know is gonna hang like 35 to 40, you gotta hang with them.
Yeah.
And they did that 3 times in a row. I'm pretty sure it was 21-0. I remember having this thought in my mind, like, I'm pretty sure that's a mercy in Madden. Like if you do it before halftime.
Yeah, we got our ass kicked.
It wasn't a good game. It wasn't a good game, and like
It's not good at all.
I still have a sour taste in my mouth about every fucking last game that I played every season because I'm
unfortunate.
a fucking win monger. I love winning. I fucking love it, but
That's why you're a Pats
like
fan, bro.
it's the way it goes sometimes, and I'm not gonna dwell on it.
I feel that I love winning, but I feel like I've just learned so much more ever from losing. Just like every game, I feel like I remember it more, and I just learn a lot from it.
The boys take a lot of L's sometimes in life.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I use this analogy in real life all the time, and people who don't play football obviously don't understand. It's like
I get it.
fuck. Yeah,
They might.
fuck. I fucking forgot. I'm so
That's
stoned.
amazing. It's okay.
Oh,
That's
An
what this
analogy
podcast
about
is.
something about life. Yeah, we can
oh
move,
my
we can
god.
move past that. Wait,
yeah,
where's the
let's
book
just
at?
get oh fuck, man. We can't even reference the book. I kind of just lost it there.
You wrote down ideas, but there are things you didn't remember.
They're high ideas.
Yeah,
They're high ideas.
okay, fair enough. I
Okay, the
respect
analogy for life. Okay, wait. Analogy for life.
You got an analogy for life. Go.
To do with football. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Jesus
It's okay.
Christ. Anyway, edit that out, Brucey.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No, we don't edit anything.
Yeah, I know you don't edit it out. I'm just gonna say
No,
it.
I
Fuck
could
it.
edit
it out. Yeah, you know what? Don't edit it out.
Definitely
This is an
not.
honest fucking podcast. We're at 55 minutes.
We're going
right
for an
now.
hour. I mean, most people would never have conversations for an hour. So like things like lulls happen. Sometimes we need a book.
Dude, when
Don't feel bad for your book, bro.
when we get to this point, they're gonna turn this shit off because they're gonna be like, "What a
Do you have brain-
retard they
Dude,
brought
well,
on."
I was just gonna say, do you have brain damage? Because you wrote that down.
So okay, I did. I wanted to talk about that. Honestly, I wanted to talk about that. Do you guys find because you bang so much, like
I
you,
don't
like
think
you
so.
Barsby motherfuckers run into walls?
I understand that. And you know what? I thought about that. Have you guys watched Concussion? Have you watched Concussion?
Yeah,
He hasn't seen
absolutely.
Concussion. But like
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
a
gonna,
football guy,
I know,
motherfucker.
But
yeah.
Come on.
that movie
I read
definitely
the
put
science,
me,
though.
It put me in a good perspective, and it really opened my eyes. And I'm like, fuck. Every time I watch NFL now, I'm like, why are we doing things like this? Like, this is insane. I feel like sometimes I love NFL with my heart, and I get that people love it, but it's like fucked up at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially, and I get they're getting paid out their ass, and I get all this stuff, but like, it's a fucked up sport.
Yeah.
And like, and once you start like monetizing and stuff, and once you're playing it for passion, and you have to go 100%, or else you're gonna get hurt. But it just gets so insane sometimes. So those guys are so like just muscled out of their minds.
Yeah,
Things just
it's fucked
happen,
up,
and it's
man.
just it's fucking hard to watch.
Yeah.
And it is harder to watch these
Dude,
days.
someone's gonna die.
Yeah, but and I'm lucky, like I
No,
said.
like,
Well,
so-
Ryan
someone's gonna
Shazier,
die.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Ryan Shazier, yeah, he got fucked up.
it's and now the game's transitioning drastically. But wait till someone fucking dies.
And like it's going
like
to happen.
it is gonna happen.
And everyone's gonna fucking
like,
watch it because
it's
everyone
gonna
watches
be
it
Tom
every
Brady.
It just
time.
fucking if it.
And it's gonna be something
Shut
crazy.
the fuck up.
It's
See,
gonna be
if
Tom
it
Brady.
happened, I would cry my eyes out.
Dude, I would cry
It's
my
gonna
eyes
be
It'd be
out.
the
something
worst
crazy
thing
though.
ever.
I swear to God, history is not something crazy like that will happen. Like we said it here
Dude,
first on
you're
the
trying to make
Stratocast.
me cry in the pod?
So
What's
like
going
I
on?
haven't had really any hit.
But you-
I had one minor concussion.
Yeah, I never had a
earlier in my
concussion.
thing.
Come on.
No,
Are
you-
you kidding me?
I've
No,
never had a
no,
really.
man.
I've been
Dude.
like pretty good. Like I always been.
Well,
pretty
there
good
was
with
one
injuries.
time I
Fuck.
got my
Never had
bell
a
rung
bad
so hard. I'm
injury.
like, this is what a concussion should feel like. So
Yeah.
like maybe that was one
Yeah.
too. I was like, oh, I remember it too. It fucking sucked. It was like I was just pulling guard and the linebacker that filled the gap, and it was just in fucking practice too. He filled it so hard and just rung my bell. I was feeling that throughout the next two classes. That's for sure.
I don't fucking remember a full high school game. I
Oh, with my high school games is
Dude,
what I remember the most.
I
for sure.
I
can tell
remember
you every
okay,
story.
so-
'Cause we win
So actually, you know what?
championships!
If I'm being honest, this one high school game, we were playing Balfour Collegiate in Regina, and Balfour.
But you don't remember it.
No, okay, so no, we were playing Balfour. It was around the second quarter.
Hell yeah.
This guy jumped on my back. Fucking sick football player. Jumped on my back. I'm carrying him. I picked him up. I've never done that in football before.
Yeah.
He hopped on my back and I just scooped him and just kept going.
Right
and
on
he
the-
stripped me. And then
Oh, no.
my head just went into the ground.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that would be
and-
fucked up. I was gonna
and
say
so-
that's how I hurt my head. The one time I might have like some guy just blocked me in the back. They got an interception. I got blocked in the back and just smashed my head on the turf.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
So-
I've never been hurt like that. But that's a one time.
So after that, I was like, full series off, obviously, because I fucking fumbled. It was the worst. And the next like series we go on, I couldn't see for like 3 or 4 plays, and we ran like 2 dives or a dive and a stretch, and I couldn't fucking see anything. It was like blurry. But I remember vividly one concussion I got, and I don't even know if it's a concussion, but I feel like if this happens, it's a concussion. The whole peripheral vision I had, like a circle going like this, was all green.
Oh yeah.
It was completely green.
Okay.
That sounds like a minor brain injury.
Yeah.
To me. So it's just like
major.
That's just nuts.
I did want to ask you guys about that because you guys bang every play, and I have neck pain like
it's
a
hands
motherfucker.
First. Yeah. If you play right, O-line, it's hands first. You're never. It's a guard for the face because you got close and you rub. Imagine if you didn't, it'd be like all fucked up. But like you're not hitting with your head unless you're nuts, which some O-linemen are.
It's true, man, and like. I don't know. It's all coaching too, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, and I'm not going to discredit anyone, but
it can be all coaching.
I had a lot of fucking great coaches in Saskatchewan, and I was a really good player coach for the majority of my career at running back.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's like I had a lot of great veterans, and I had a lot of great friends who made me a fucking good player, but majority, like, I didn't really always have a running back coach that, or, and I'm not discrediting in anyone that was there, but like my vets carried me along, and like that's what's cool about the program is there's a lot of people that have stuck it out. There's a lot of people that are awesome, and like Sean Arabsky's right now.
Sean's the man.
Like that guy's a fucking
Sean in this
fucking
house.
amazing. Jake LeBurge killing it for the kids.
My mom really likes Jake.
Oh, Jake's the fucking man.
Nice.
And dude, I sent Rhett Williams a text today. I said, "You're a fucking legend."
Yeah, that's cool.
Like you absolutely put the team on your back this year, and I'm so fucking proud of the person you are. And that's what this is, man. It's all a family. Like whether you know the guy or not, you can still drop him a line. Yeah. And I know Rhett very well. Like we're all a part of this everlasting fraternity. So
unless you go play for another team.
No. I'm
kidding.
Dylan Shaw, baby. Dylan Shaw. You know what?
That was just a shot at Yanda.
Yanda. I fucking guarantee Yanda still has a fucking Raider tee somewhere.
He better come back here one of these days.
I guarantee he does because
I want to see him so bad.
Dylan Shaw would still work out in a Raider tee.
Yeah.
He played for the Colts.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking baller. Like, everyone who played here, even if they transitioned, they still, like, I know Jordan Kuziak's still a fucking Raider right here.
For sure.
Because,
of course.
Because of the times.
I feel like he's still Barsby inside.
Well, because of the times, boys.
Yeah.
The times. It doesn't matter. Yanda, we're calling you out of fucking law right now, dude. I'm sorry about it.
I just love Yanda.
Just a
it's all
absolute
love,
beauty.
I just
Getting
love him.
roasted right now. But, yeah, it was such a great experience, and I'm sure you guys can say the exact same thing.
Best time of my life, basically.
I want my kids to play baseball because they get the most money, but I would definitely recommend football because all the fucking great rewards we took from it.
And stuff like that.
It's just a very interesting sport when it comes to like. Because what it is to me, it is like war games. It's a chess game.
Oh, it is such a chess game.
It's an outlet for our desire for like fighting and war shit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I always have kind of felt like, and that's what I see in the NFL too. And it just gets worse, and it's blah and blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's such a great sport. You learn so much about life and about more. It's more of a family than any other sport. Man. When people are going through shit, like when their home life is shit, they can go to practice and like feel like they have a family and a sense of belonging and a sense of purpose. Like it really gives you a sense of purpose more than anything.
That outlet.
And it's so tough.
Do you not miss the outlet? Like that outlet, like when you're having a fucking bad day, you just go bang it up.
Yeah.
Bang it up, bang around, like you're smashing into your route, like you catch a couple footballs, maybe you get a touchdown, all the boys are jazzed on you. Like nothing made me feel better when I was having a shit day at work or I was having a shit day at home or you're having a shit weather day. It's just going and hanging out with the boys and just like really grinding together. My analogy came back.
Okay.
My analogy came
back.
Go. So the analogy is like winning a football game is fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. But what makes it sweet? All the shitty fucking practices where we have to do burpees and we have to get after it. So, you know what? The shitty times in life, they're shit. but fucking getting those W's in life, they make it fucking.
It makes it sweeter.
And it all comes in full circle.
I
Like
said
my
that in the flag game
my
today.
stupid fucking brain.
I
It
said
all
that
comes
tonight
full
in the
circle
flag
like
game
my brain.
today, and they
Let's
told me
go.
to shut the fuck up. I literally
Dude,
said that.
you're a fucking motivator and you're a genius because
Yeah.
we think the same.
They
love
went up by
that.
2 scores. I'm like, you know what, guys? When we come back from these 2 scores and then win,
Yeah.
we'll just be like, this game was the shit. We're the shit.
Yes.
And they were like, shut the fuck up. We don't need that right now.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, fair enough. Let's go. Let's get after it,
You know
Toads.
what? Those motherfuckers are playing checkers while you're playing chess, so fuck them.
Yeah.
What team is this? The Toads?
This is the
Toads.
Toads.
Yeah, they need to figure this shit out.
Oh, I agree, because we got a lot
They
of
need to
fucking
figure-
talent on
they
this
need
team.
to figure their fucking shit out.
We lost today. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, we said that already.
Against the
know.
pack? The pack,
That's-
pack
I
daddy?
know.
Let's reinforce that, though.
Packers, we just
obviously,
lost.
Brucey feels like they
It
shouldn't
was a tough loss,
They
man.
shouldn't
We
have
need some
lost.
It was a
adjustments.
tough
So
loss.
we're going to tag the Packers
I really
in this
don't think we
post,
should have
and
lost.
we're going to put this in the flag league.
It's
I'm
up
going
to
to put
you.
this, I'm going to let them know.
It's up to you to put it everywhere once it's up. I'll tell you, like, wow,
Guys.
you gotta put it
Guys,
everywhere.
I'm going to put my professional career on the line, and I'm going to fucking put this out there.
This is a good podcast.
Weed's legal. It's not frowned upon anymore. They don't piss test me at work or anything. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna share the fucking hacking shit out of this.
Yeah, fucking share it up.
Let's do it, boys.
Yeah, you should like, comment, and subscribe if you can. If you haven't already, because I don't know why you would. Because now Taylor's gonna be a regular guest, so you can't miss him.
Any sponsors?
No, we don't have, I'm the sponsor, baby.
Yeah, you fucking are. What's the company you and Parker have going on?
Dude, we should talk more after this, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll edit this part out.
Oh, okay.
But that's not happening anymore.
Oh.
Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. And this is the Stratocast. Yeah, we'll probably edit this part out. Okay, we're back. Okay, so we had some technical difficulties. We're gonna edit that out, Decepticon style. But thanks for stopping by, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, like I probably said before I edited it all out. And Taylor, thanks for coming by.
Hey,
it's been
guys,
so
I
much fun,
appreciate
literally
it.
so much fun.
Fucking
Thanks so
appreciate
much, bro.
you guys,
Thank you
eh?
for coming by.
All love.
And like,
All love.
Bruce, thank you for stopping by as well. Like, you
Anytime,
basically
bro.
live here, so it's not. And good football game today. And I wish I saw you play, but I didn't. I can't wait. I wish I played you last week, but I wasn't there. I was
Shit
recording another
performance.
podcast.
Garbage.
You can check it out on my
I'm old.
YouTube channel, Ryan Stratts. Okay, bye. We gotta go. Get the fuck out of here. Peace.